Well now, we've come to learn the identity of that child before the elimination battle. She may be dead, but any sort of sympathy would be served, okay? She is an opponent you must fight. I'm about to kill a dead child. I'm about to kill a dead, innocent child. I'm about to kill a dead, innocent child. Today is the elimination battle. I trust that your preparations went smoothly. I turned toward the voice coming from behind me. He wears the clothes of a priest, but okay, say it again. Come to the first floor when you're ready. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna go and review shit first. Now I've got 9 skill points to spend, so I'm gonna do that. And then we go. It's time. If I don't overcome my smiling precocious enemy, the flame of life that will be snuffed out will be my own. Kill or be killed. Both choices are terribly cruel, but I cannot lose. It will be good to review all the things that have happened this week, one by one. First, there was the friend who turned out to be a monster. I thought it was a berserker. Right, from the ferocious intensity that Alice's friend displayed, I was positive it was a berserker. Next, Alice erected a reality marble in the arena. It was a reality marble so large it blanketed half of the arena. It also had the ability to remove you from existence. That's right, Alice proclaimed that anyone inside it, people would forget their names. Then they'd forget they existed entirely. It was scary. However, if I was to believe that monster was a servant, then Alice would have twin masters. Or then the Alices would be twin masters. According to the rules established by the Holy Grail, there can only one master per servant. So then, how could there be 2 Alices and a summon monster? The answer to that puzzle is the monster is the master. Okay. Turco pointed to me out that berserkers are incapable of using anti-marbles. Then, while I was researching in the library, Alice herself said that the Jabberwock isn't her servant. Here's my thought. It's all the same thing. The Jabberwock, the reality marble, they're part of the noble phantasm created by the other Alice. And then there's the fact that Alice's very essence seems to mingle with her servants. Alice's servants can't exist without Alice's dreams, and Alice can't live without her servant. Which makes sense if she's been dead probably a long time. Alice is stuck in a dream, always trying to grant her own wishes, or her own last wishes. Alice's servant's identity is best described as a channel through which Alice's dreams manifest. That doesn't really give me like a name. Like we can surmise it's the entirety of the Alice in Wonderland fairy tale, but you don't, but you're not giving me a name or an identity. No way. We're getting there though. Is that 100 though? That's 100. No. 100 is big, Dick. 100 is big points. Ah, shut up, you're fine. Okay, let's go kill a child. Yay, playtime again! What do you want to play today? Hide and seek, tag, or play house? House. Alice wants to play tag. I'm gonna chase the mister. When somebody runs like a bunny, we gotta chase them down. It'd be sad if the mister got away. We need to run fast. Fast so the mister won't ever get away. Alice loves running. Alice couldn't run for a long time. Alice will run and run, but can we catch the mister? We can. And when we do, stop with the off with his head, woman! Aren't you gonna be scared? Are you gonna be scared to cut off his head? Sometimes we little girls have to be scary. Then we gotta make the mister really scared of us. And I like to imagine me and Saber just sitting here like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Let's make the mister so scared of us he cries a pond. Please don't cut off my head. Don't get in the way. I'm not talking to you right now, mister. Yep, Alice is talking to Alice. Alright, sure. That's right. Alice only talks to Alice. You've been talking to me a lot. I thought you were the same as us. The exact same as us. I thought Alice wasn't going to be lonely anymore. If you don't like me, then I don't need you, mister. Who said I don't like you? I love you. You're just kind of creepy. Alice is the only one Alice needs. She is the only Alice for Alice. You're not my Alice, mister. I don't need you anymore, mister. You're in the way now. What big girls decide matters on their own. Still, I always enjoy watching their harmonious accords. I cannot help but feel sorry for them. Their brilliance is but the sparkle of dreams escaping a corpse. But if you want to play with us, then just this one time, I'll play with you, mister. You're so nice, Alice. Then Alice will play with Mister too. Let's have a lot of fun. Don't run away again, okay? War? Nuh-uh. Alice doesn't like that. We only like playing. It's so much fun to play with Alice. I'm super duper happy. Alice loves to play with Alice. I'm super duper happy. This feels like a tongue twister with the bullshit they're saying and the repetition. Mister, you're not our friend, but we'll play with you just for today. We'll all have fun together. Let's be happy together. The elevator vibrates to a halt. We're there. Ah yeah, I'ma kill a child. I'ma kill 2 children. Alice wants to thank you for playing lots and lots this week. Alice had so much fun. We've had so much fun. Yeah, we haven't had so much fun in a long, long time. Alice is happy and says thank you too. But we're all done playing with you now, mister. Alice wants to play with just Alice now. I don't need you anymore, mister. I'm gonna miss you, but it's time to say bye-bye. What do we say next? You forgot already? It goes like this. Now, good Tom Thumb, your work is done. The tale is at an end. May dreams of dark embrace your heart. Night's curtain does descend. With great mirth, I'll cut off your head. Life from your body rend. That's a very un-child-friendly nursery rhyme right there. Indeed, all tales must end. Master, you're a sweet person. I know you've grown attached to these girls somewhat, but life rests on the precipice of death. Shall I make their fatal tension even more exquisite? Okay, let's see how this goes. She's already. Oh. Oh. I mean, okay. You know, I took more damage than I would have liked. Oh god. I tell you what, I'm doing big damage. I am doing big damage right here. Okay, yeah, that's big damage. Ooh, that's also big damage. Ooh, ooh. Oh, okay, I won. Okay, good. All right. That was really quick. That was insanely quick. How many turns? That was like 3 turns. That was a 3-turn victory. I didn't even get to see her noble phantasm. I'm a find out on YouTube and just throw that in. Huh? We're disappearing. Oh, it's over already. Why? Sev and Alice firmly grasps Alice's hand. They cling to each other, their voices plaintive. Alice was alone for so long, nobody noticed me. I had no home, and I was sad for a long, long time. Then Alice found Alice to belong to, and we were so happy. We even had a home. That was all we needed, forever and ever, just like this. That's all we needed. Why does it gotta end? Why did they take our happiness away? Why? Shush, it's okay. Alice gives a small smile. Alice already knew that everything would go bye-bye. I don't remember very well, but I am probably already dead. My body isn't in that hospital anymore. Alice is like a box with nothing inside of it. There wasn't ever anything there since the beginning. Yep, even back in the hospital, there was no Alice left inside Alice. No one noticed Alice. I was all alone. It hurt. No one treated Alice like a person. It was the same after Alice came to Wonderland too. Alice was so alone. That's why I know that my home here and my Alice will all go far away soon. But, mister, you cared about Alice, didn't you? What monster would say no? Uh-huh. You always paid attention to Alice, mister. It's 'cause you're like Alice, mister. Except you still have a real place to go home to somewhere. Thank you, Alice, for being my friend. For always being with me. And thank you, mister, for seeing Alice, for playing with Alice. I really wanted to play a little more, but bye-bye. With a sound like the crumbling of sugar, Alice glitters for a moment. And then she's gone. I'm a reflection. This time I was Alice in the looking glass. Even if I'm summoned in the next war, I won't be the Alice I am now. I am always someone's fanciful creation. The real Alice is a mystery, but being Alice's servant made me happy. Right before she crumbles away, a single drop falls from her eye. Why am I crying? When I know that even if I cry, I'll never be the real thing. I am not tearing up. Shut up. You know nothing. You can prove nothing. Ah, that did not feel good to read. That did not feel good to read or do. Oh, God. The licorice girl chases after her sweet master. I should be used to the harsh rules of the Holy Grail War by now, but I cannot desensitize myself. Yeah, if this is natural, then this system is twisted to its core. And so the girl disappeared. I didn't wish for her to die. I didn't wish for anything, but I still led her to her death. This is the third death I've caused. The rules of the Holy Grail War demand that I kill. But that girl will never see another day because of me. The guilt weighs heavily on my soul. You are lamenting over the death of your opponent. A warm, caring voice breaks through my gloom. The loss of life is a sad affair, especially if it's a consequence of the ruthlessness of war. Ruthlessness, I think pointlessness would be more accurate. Point taken. However, you fight because you have no other choice. You either kill or die. There is no mercy to be found in war, and the sadness of cause and death is still there. But humanity dreams of the Holy Grail's power. They entrust their hopes to a higher power. They do this because they know that they aren't capable of doing what is best for all. More so than death is the fact that more so than death, this fact is what saddens me the most, said Leo. That's really pathetic. People who can't save themselves, and us who are already damned. Those words ring for someone who sees themselves as the saviour of a world in chaos. Wait, before you pass judgment, I was born and raised to be a king of the world. I remember your grief and her pain, so that one day none will have to die for nothing. I have joined this battle in order to end the world cycle of suffering and deprivation. Once control is restored, I can put an end to the conflicts brought by the scarcity and want, or by scarcity and want. Isn't that what we desire? For your grief and her death to have meaning. In a perfect society, all people must be equal. To save the world, there must be equilibrium. Though his ideas are poison, there is a seductiveness to his words that is hard to ignore. Or maybe his ideas are what's needed to heal a fractured world. The boy's oddly comforting voice lifts my spirits, which had sunk after Alice's death. What a way to comfort someone. This person's totally clueless. Being bombastic helps nothing. Suddenly forcing her way into the conversation was none other than Rin. The unrestrained hatred in her voice perfectly matches the animosity in her expression. I overheard your little spiel. It's what I'd expect from the plutocratic Harway family. I care about all. I wish nothing more than to see a world where everyone has their place. And of course, that place is under your rule, which, with you deciding who lives and who dies, correct? Your world is a place where you alone decide whether a child is to be fed or left to starve. Where a person's entire life is dictated by the whims of the Harway family's desires. However, you are not a god. If you want to live as you do now forever, go ahead, I don't care. But for me, I cannot and will not accept things as they currently are now. If you wish to build a country dominated by saints, fine, just leave humanity out of it. Some information about you being a potential insurgent was correct after all, Miss Osaka. You assume I don't understand your position, and in that you're wrong. However, you need to realize the efficient distribution of resources depends on proper management. I can assure you that my family has no plans to stockpile goods for financial gain. Once you see how we rule, you will understand our grand design for the well-being of humanity. I'm aware of the Harway's plan for prosperity, everyone in their place, and no place for dissent. A paradise based on status and class immobility. No change and no hope for a better future. Stability at the expense of hope and joy. A world where people don't live, only merely exist. I mock anyone who chooses that path. Living as merely one of the flock doesn't appeal to me. Miss Osaka, this is because you have an inherent strength that the masses lack. Perhaps it is good to feel that you're in a fight to preserve your very existence. However, would you wish for all of mankind to suddenly be given the same strength? I mean, there's to say, of course you wouldn't. You are all too aware of your selfishness and your pride. Because of that, you could not share your pain with those without the strength to bear it. I could, and I would. Not some stuff. I'm not as hostile as you make me out to be. Is that so? You will always help those in need. Your compassion will lead you to your defeat. What did you just say? Joy is immaterial. In order to save humanity, you must first be willing to let them die. The world needs a strong leader, Mr. Osaka, and once I gain the power of the Holy Grail, I will be the one true king, and my virtue will illuminate the darkness that engulfs the world. The European plutocrats control 30% of the world, and none have voiced their discontent. Opposition to our rule comes from outside the farm. To expand on your analogy a little. In short, either join the flock or be slaughtered. Our current view is that the populations of the Asian region are expendable. Oh fuck, alright. Alright then, Jesus. England's down with race war, I guess. Alright. Of course, we have plans to integrate the region should they choose to support our aims. Do you think we agree on something? Okay, I understand perfectly now. What exactly do you understand? That I was right in entering the Holy Grail War this time round. So Leonard Vistaria Harway, heir apparent to the head of the plutocratic Harway family. I swear to you that I will crush your delusions of genocide and despotic rule. To be perfectly clear, you intend to kill me. Seeing as I seriously doubt that anything short of taking your life would stop you, yes. I see. I have faith that someone of your intellect will understand one day, or maybe you already do. Talk about stubborn. I can't fault your dedication to your megalomaniacal delusions, though. Friend's open declaration of war. I don't think he'll escalate hostilities the way he did with Julius. Leo has chosen his path, and she has done as well. The battle will be fought within the Holy Grail War. One will win and one will die. And then those two will eventually disappear. Only I, who has nothing, will remain. Leo's plans are into determination. I have nothing to fight for, yet I continue to fight and kill. Unlike the real world, I can feel the weight of this virtual world press down on me. Even so, of course, it's not that simple. There's no time. It will all end when the 4th round begins. I can't lie to myself any longer. I cannot continue knowing it's all for nothing. I'm worth something. I have to fight on. If my opponent must die so I can live, then so be it. I have nothing to base that assertion on. Right now, I have nothing. I am nothing. That's why I need to find a reason for all of this. Any reason. Even if it's a bad one. Just as long as it's nothing I'd be ashamed of when it comes time to face my opponents. I am mad upset. I am mad upset about that scene with Alice. That was insanely upsetting. Now let's read. Let's read about my shame, shall we? Maxwell's Demon Maiden's Empire. A story without end. A childlike thinker returns to the first line. A tiny hand reaches out for the second volume. For as long as the reader denies reality. Jabberwock. Names to be uncovered and places still unknown. Fire-breathing dragons and cloud-sprouting giants. Magics that are monsters in the shadows. Maybe, just maybe, the words of adults are lies. The truth of all the Professor Dodgson's mind. Okay, here we go. Let's have some fun. A nursery rhyme is a children's refrain Tom Thumb's charming picture book, the first glimpse of Mother Goose's awakening, the sorrowful me, and to the lonely you. Your final wish, let's make it true. Oh, her name is just Nursery Rhyme. Okay. Nursery Rhyme is not a hero in the traditional sense. Rather, it is a general term for any picture book that has managed to manifest itself into a corporeal existence. The genre itself, deeply loved by children of England, came into being as a reaction to the half-voiced dreams of the young, and eventually emerged as a servant who became the champion of the innocent. It formed the foundation for perhaps the best-known work It formed the foundation for perhaps the best-known work from the author known as Lewis Carroll. His book, Alice in Wonderland, began as a series of simple rhymes told to the daughters of a family friend while rowing down the River Thames on a warm summer's day. The servant nursery rhyme is actually a type of reality marble. It projects the true feelings of its master and creates a pseudo-servant in a form imagined by the one who summoned it. I am so upset. I am so not okay right now. None of that was okay.